Hello everyone. Welcome to e-learning of IT for 12th standard. This video is for 12th standard commerce students. We are discussing different topics from second chapter, that is digital marketing. In last lecture we have discussed about what is a black hat and white hat SEO as well as on page, off page and technical SEO. So today we will discuss keyword and optimizing the web page. While discussing on-page, off-page and technical SEO as well as black hat and white hat SEO, we have understood that our content on the web page is more important. So similarly, Mr. Suhas says that I understand I must put relevant content on my website, but then how do I decide whether my content is relevant or not? So Mr. Suhas has understand that your content on a website is more important, that is your content should be relevant, but how to decide whether the content is relevant or not? So to this question Dr. Ajay replies that your company is manufacturer of springs and bearings. So company developed by Mr. Suhas manufactures the springs and bearings. So while developing the website designer must take care to add the keywords such as compression springs, extension springs, drawbar springs, etc. So these different keywords are related to the website, that is manufacturing springs and bearings. So such a related keywords must be used. So if such a keywords are used in meta tag while creating website, that means a topic or aim of the website is same and its content are relevant. That is, if your website name or topic or aim of the website and the content of the website is same, then we can say that our content on a website is relevant. Content must be designed using HTML5 or HTML tags. So to design a content on a web page, we can use the tags from HTML or HTML5. We can use B tag to make a bold text. We can use I tag for italic sign. We can use U tag for underlining the text. And we can use different header level tags like H1, H2. And in this way, we can use different tags from HTML or HTML5 language. Even we have to use alt attribute of images so that with the keywords, so crawlers cannot read the image but they read description and classify the content. So crawlers will not read your image but they can read the description provided in the alt attribute. See here, we have understood or we have already studied what is about a image or uploading the image. To upload image we use a img tag. Within img tag we can use alt attribute to provide description about a image. So such a alt attribute must be used so that if crawlers do not read the image but they can read the description of image and can classify the content. Then Mr. Suhas asks that what are the keywords. So Dr. Ajay says that to rank your website you must follow the tactic of long tail and short tail keyword concept. So we have understood about the keywords. Keywords are nothing but some of the important words from your website. That is some of the important topics from your website. Those are used as a keywords. We have to use a tactic of long tail and short tail keywords. So what is long tail and short tail keyword concept? A long tail is a long keyword and short tail is a short keyword. You can use your intelligence to rank your website using small keywords or long keywords. So to rank your website high on a search engines, we can use long tail or short tail keyword concept. So how we can decide so? So for that purpose, let us go through one example. Suppose if I want to search shoes and I type keywords such as shoes on a search engine. See here, if we want to purchase anything, we searches on a Google. So suppose we type as a shoes to purchase or to search the shoes. So shoes is a small keyword or it is a short keyword. So it is a small keyword used by millions of people. Here your search result shows only popular websites on the first few pages. So while we are using a small keyword, that is user types shoes to search the shoes, the result of search engine will be some of the popular website in the first few pages. So your page will not be available by typing a shoes only, because it is a small keyword and that is used by millions of people, but this results in a popular websites only. Someone with a newborn website about the shoes can't expect his website to be shown at the top. So if we have suppose developed a website and that is new, we have started business earlier, so we have not well established until, so for that, if user type shoes, your website will not be visible on first few pages. But now if some people uses a keyword in a meta as brown, soft, comfortable running shoes. So this is a long tail keyword. This is a long keyword. Then such a long keyword may be used by less websites. So such a keyword used by websites probability is very less. So if you uses such a kind of long tail keyword, then your website will be at the higher rank on the search engine result. So that is your decision to you whether to use long tail or short tail keyword. The length of keyword decides whether it is a short tail or long tail keyword. Then Mr. Suhas asked that, now suggest me a tool which can work and tell me what is the shortfall in my website, so I can successfully evaluate my website optimization. So whether there is any tool to optimize my website, to evaluate my website optimization. So Dr. Ajay replies that, now I will tell you very important things about SEO audit. So we can perform SEO audit to evaluate our website. That is, what are the shortfalls in our website that can be understood with a SEO audit, and how SEO optimizes the website. An SEO audit helps to find out what could be done to improve the ranking on search engines, so that consumers could find the website with greater ease. So what are the drawbacks in our website, what improvements are needed, so that kind of information can be gained with the help of SEO audit. SEO optimizer is a free SEO audit tool that will perform a detailed SEO analysis. So this is a tool, this is software available freely on a website which audits your website. It provides clear and actionable recommendations that can be taken to improve your online presence. So, by performing such a SEO audit using some tool like SEO Optimizer, we can come to know about different improvements needed in our website. So, in this way, we can improve the online presence on a web. Some of the ways to optimize the web page of for SEO are, so now to optimize the web page for SEO, that is performing optimization, some of the important ways are there. First one is HTML header. We must use doc type HTML. Here document type is HTML, that is indicated by this. So your web pages having HTML code should always start with a this line, that is doc type HTML. Then title tag. A title tag is an HTML element that specifies the title of web page. So you can specify title for web page using title tag. So title tags are displayed on search engine results pages as the clickable headline for given result. Therefore, it is recommended to use a title tag. So we must use a title tag on every web page. Then meta tag. Meta tags are snippets of the code that tells search engines important information about your web page, is also essential to boost your on-page SEO. So meta tag is also important to include in your web page that contains the important information about your web page. So it also helps to boost a on-page SEO. So that is about HTML header part. Then there is a body section. So body content. First one is heading tags. Heading tags are necessarily for both usability and SEO of your web page. So you must use different heading level tags in a web page. Search engines primarily take keywords from the content, heading tags, and titles to develop the context of web page. Therefore, the web page should include proper heading tags from H1 to H6 wherever required. So, you must use different heading level tags from H1 to H6. Next one is a IMG tag with alt attribute. By adding and alt text, you provide users of screen readers and search engines with a textual description of what's on the image. So if suppose image is not visible, not cannot be read, then also your description about image can be read. So this improves accessibility and your chance of ranking high in a image search. Next one is a keyword consistency. Keyword consistency means having the keywords or sets of keywords those will rank your website in search engine. So such a keywords consistently should be used in a web page. So that is about body content. Next one is about the links. First, number of backlinks. So backlinks are the links that are directed towards your website. Backlinks are important for SEO because some search engines, especially Google, will give you credit to website that have a good number of quality backlinks and considers those websites more relevant than the others in their results pages for a search query. So backlinks are more important. Backlinks are nothing but links directed to your website. So we can have a different links from other website to your website. So that will be a plus point for you. Next one is a broken links. Broken links are the links that send a message to its visitors that the web page no longer exists by triggering a 404 error page. If suppose any web page has expired, then backlinks are such a links that sends message to visitors that this page does not exist, no longer exist. Next one is the friendly URLs. So SEO friendly URLs are URLs that are designed to meet the needs of users and searchers. Especially URLs optimized for SEO tend to be short and keyword rich. You give links to the big banner website and they give you link back to your website. This will create a friendly website support to your website. That is, if suppose you are referring to some another website and that website is again referring to you, that is provides a link to your website, and the website to which you prefers or you provides a link, that is the most popular website, and if suppose that website provides a backlinks to your website, then that creates a friendly website support for your website. That is a friendly URLs. Next one is the indexing. Indexing is a process of adding web pages into Google search. It is very important in SEO to increase the ranking of web pages. So indexing is nothing but a process of adding web pages into Google search. While searching a content, different web pages will be get searched to provide the search result. So by using the process of indexing, different web pages will be added into Google search. Then next one is the Googlebot. Googlebot is a Google spider, that is the robot that pass over the web and indexes pages for inclusion in the Google's database. Googlebot collects the documents from web to build the Google search index. So indexing is the process of adding web pages and indexing gets help from a Googlebot. Googlebot is nothing but a Google spider. We can say it is a Google spider, that is a robot that pass over the web pages and index pages for inclusion in a Google's database. So it adds the data, adds the different pages in a Google's database. So in this way we have discussed different ways to optimize the web page for SEO. Like first one is HTML header, then body content, links, and then indexing and Googlebot. Some other ways are also there for optimizing the web page that we will discuss in a next lecture. Thank you.